What's up, guys? It is the commandment of this love. Yaigo Gucci SH here, and I'm here to record the next part to what if he says pretty much. Sorry about the last delay of the video, but yeah. So we left off where like your boys go Deku and Mako go to like let's go have some more. It's like alright, so yeah, so the two dudes would just go ask them out, which the girls would say yes instantly. So yeah, so they dated for 3 years until they're now in middle school. They're in 6th grade now. As as Deku, he was behind. He was like, I'm gonna say he was hiding my thing. As he saw as he would see his girlfriend, Nigel, which is gonna be her name, kiss some random dude, as he says. It's like a dark presence would surround him as he would go into his anger, as he said, that bastard of a woman. I know. That bastard of a woman. How dare she betray me? He's like, he says, she is dead. He's like, this is when he says, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. Sadness takes over, saying, there's no need. Never, just forget about it, man. You should know what's gonna happen. Says, yeah, I guess you're right, me. I guess you're right, Sadness. Let me tell you a joke to cheer you up. So he tells Izuku a pretty funny joke. They cheers up, as he says, you're such a good guy. Sadness, he's like, thanks, man. Anyway, this is when he then says, he goes back to the real estate. As he then says, you're nothing but a cum slut of a bitch. You're a thought. You're a slut, he said. He's like, Izu. She's like, Izu, it's not what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like, stupid ass bitch. You're a slut, he said as he walks away. Here's a Bakugo and May about this, which is Bakugo's girlfriend name. She would say, I can't believe me and her were ever friends. So I'm gonna say one time when they were walking down the street, like there he saw like the two of them together. He kind of got a little jealous. As he got so angry, he's like, I'm done with this shit. He's like, he then appears in front of him, Bakugo's like, no! As he touched both of them in his stomach, as he lifted them up, saying, be gone. As he, kaboom, he said, as he crushes his finger, they pull up to pieces, as he goes into assassin form. He says, incinerate. His eyes turn purple, has purple flames in the background. He says, I should have known she was nothing more than a cum slut. I was a fool. He's like, as he's like, anyway, sorry. It's like, anyway. This is time, a few times here, as well as now middle school. Izuku had now looked like this. He went from being this to this. As his other eye, as he turned his other eye red, just to match the rest of the bottle. He's like, I'm looking good. I'm looking so fresh and so clean. So yeah, he just said, I'm looking fresh. So yeah. So he's like, I'm looking fresh. So he's like, so this is when all the girls have a crush on him. So yeah, but he's not interested in no one. So he's not technically interested in anyone because he can't trust anyone anymore because, you know, he was betrayed by his girlfriend, obviously. So yeah, so he only trusts May, um, only trusts May and Bakugo and Mitsuki. It's gonna take him a minute to trust people again. So yeah, he doesn't have his sword right now since he's not allowed to keep it with him at all times. So yeah, so he's like, anyway. Oh yeah, guys, I said y'all were gonna meet. He's another one. His what's his name? Emotion, right? Yep, you guys are. As you would hear a voice say, "You got betrayed me. Why are you still with him? Why are you still trying to get a woman? Like, shut up, craziness." It's like, look at this craziness. Just shut up. So yeah, this is craziness. He's like, it's like craziness. What do you want? He's like, oh, nothing. I just want to be free. He's like, we can make a deal, you know. He's like, what is the deal? He's like, if you let me out every now and then, I won't try to take control of you and like actually try to hurt any of your friends, even though you lost a life, even though you don't want to be near people. And he's like, fine, craziness. I guess fine, craziness. I guess you can I guess this is the deal. So yeah.
Richer than young boy.
So yeah. Anyway, so anyway, Deku, he would continue his school day until so this is when the teacher come in. He's like, he throws up the paper saying, oh, I know you all want to be heroes. So yeah, and he's like, yeah. This one, Deku's like, hell yeah. I want to Bakugo with the 2 fists. This is like, just the 2 hours talking about you two. I already know both of you want to go to UA. This Mako was like, no one here besides Izuku stand a chance. We're going to UA. But like May had already decided she didn't want to go. So yeah, so this was Deku would basically be like, she haven't found no one special yet. So yeah, anyway, this is like gonna be the outfit he always wears. So yeah, this is when like Bakugo was like, hey Deku, like, hey Izuku, how come you can always wear like, how come you always wear that outfit? Oh, the school allowed me to. Lucky, like, he chuckles saying, ha, that's not Bak. Yeah, that's not Kachan. It's like, yeah, so I know what you people were thinking if you watched the anime she's from. Why is she a ship? None of your dumb goddamn business. That's all I can say. It's like, now he's a really good swordsman too, so yeah. By the way. And plus, when he's gonna have another transformation. He's gonna have a transformation in his face. It's gonna be called a red sting. Yeah. You'll see what it looks like. Yeah, so basically, Deku would say, guess not, this is gonna be fun. He's like, this is gonna be pretty fun. So yeah, so basically he would just continue his training until what's the name? Sorry, so yeah, so this is what you interested in. And he took his sword and he's like, this sword will be useful. He then transform into his he summons his Bankai. He's like, now looks like this saying, alright, let's go. So Deku would basically just stay where just continue what he's doing. And so yeah, until he meets a girl there. Brown hair and brown eyes. Chaco with a rocker. A Chaco with a rocker. So yeah. It's a Chaco, just so you know, it's a Chaco or a rocker. So yeah, this is when he's like, yo, my name is Zuko, what's yours? So my name's, she's like, oh, I'm a Chaco or a rocker. Nice to meet you. She's like, you too. Like, you too. So he's like, you too. Tells the two of them to go kind of like a relationship for a minute. So yeah. Oh, anyway. Oh, that's probably Zuko's like, anyway, what do I have to do now? He's like, this is when Ida used to go over this bullshit about like, oh, like, this and that is here. Like, this and that, you know, all that bullshit. So yeah. But it would change though, something would change. So this is when like shut up, Four Eyes. Deku's like, no one needs your concern. I'm gonna say this was like I'm gonna say he allowed like his anger emotion to take over. So he's like, shut up, Four Eyes. No one needs your dumb ass to comment about what the teacher probably was gonna say in the first place. Well, I guess thanks for the enthusiasm, President Mark could be like, but still it's kind of rude. Whatever. So this is when he explains how is it? So this is when like everyone asks him like, how did he just change from being like that, like had that white coat and that coat on and everything, and not back to having gray hair? Say none of y'all goddamn business yet. See, this nigga leave him alone. So this is when so yeah, so obviously this is when you got Deku. Okay, sorry, Deku. So Deku would continue his day, and then eventually becoming, you know, and this one it was now time for them to start the robot test. A Chalk would still be doing her breathing, and he would say, calm down, with a nice smile on his face. You'll be good, Phil. She's like, thank you. No problem, just helping a friend out. She's like, we're friends? He's like, of course, Sean. He's like, of course, a Chaco. Why wouldn't we be friends? She's like, yeah. The smile. This is when the two of them, this is when he would help her out. So yeah. As now, this is when he would rack up around 400 points, which, you know, almost shocked to see that this kid surpassed his score. And at the same time, he's kind of happy. He's like, wow, alright, some kid actually surpassed my score. Oh, that's good, because I was kind of tired of me. I've always had the highest score. Anyway. Naruto would say, what I wanted to do, he would be like, is that I want to become. Naruto's like, what am I even talking about? Alright, sorry guys, sorry about this guys. So Naruto would say, what I'm planning on doing, Naruto's like, I just wanted to help a friend. And Naruto jumped in the way. So yeah, just know how to jump in the way. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about, y'all? So yeah. Well, what the fuck am I talking about? Okay. What I was saying was is that your boy would basically just turn. Your boy would just say, alright, fam, time to continue my life. He's like, so Naruto would continue. Not Naruto, Deku would continue his life. Sorry guys, I did this like out of nowhere, so just please don't get mad at me. But anyway, we'll get up to like where the part where I want to be end at. So Chaco would then say, thanks for saving me. He's like, but this is when she sees like he's not there anymore. So she's like, oh man. This means like, he says, he simply chuckles, saying, it was nice to meet her. Anyway, so okay. So anyway, so Naruto would say, Naruto, I'm stupid, bro. I am stupid. What I meant to say is that Deku wanted I'm sorry. What I mean to say is that Deku actually just needs some help. No, not Deku does not need any help. I'm sorry, fam. So, but yeah. So Deku would go home as this is when Bakugo and Deku would get their letters. As Mitsuki would give them to them. They're both sure that they passed and that they're gonna be able to go to UA. So yeah. So the first day of UA. The first day of UA. As Ida and Bakugo would be arguing, he's like, come on, Bakugo. He's like, come on, Kachana. Cut the man some slack. He's like, but bro, I can't cut this man some slack. He's annoying. He's like, just do it, man. He's like, alright, whatever, fine. I'll cut this man some slack. He's like, that's the brother I know. He's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, so yeah, anyway, so Naruto would say, so anyway. So this is when Aizawa would come in, as he already sees the kid is already in his seat. So this is what Shock was still going about like orientation. He's like, shut up. He said, shut up, brat. I do whatever the fuck I wanted to do in my classroom. I'm the teacher, not you. You slut. Deku's like, hey, she ain't a slut. He's like, poor kid. That's what Aizawa was like. Anyway, so this is when Deku would be like, whatever. He's like, This is when Kirishima he would compliment Deku on his like body build, like, bro, man, what type of training did you do to get that type of body? No homo, by the way. He's like, just the normal training you should do. Like, bro, whatever, bro, I need to get that. I get your regiment? He says, sure. Did he give him the regiment? 100 of everything. That's what he does. He's like, okay. Sure. Okay. It's gonna be fun. So this is when Deku then says, well, now I gotta deal with life. So this is when Aizawa would be like, so when they go outside, Aizawa would say, Aizawa would be like, alright, you throw the ball to Deku, saying, since you got the highest score, you're gonna have to throw the ball first. Show me your skills. As he then says, which one is the best? As he's like, this should look pretty good. As he then says, as he charges up power into his hand, as he says, release. As he throws it, as he like go way past where it's supposed to go. It went from like one place to another that quick. He's like, whoa, everyone's shocked. This one's out like, whoa, brother, you got too much dip on your chip. So yeah. This one Deku was like, yeah, true. Anyway, as a young Midoriya continue with life, obvious. And this is when he then gets he gets first. This Mineta gets last. So yeah, but he doesn't like go home or nothing like that. As the next thing that would happen is that what's the name would be like so yeah, so they would go back to school and they would go to school the next day as canon events would happen, and this time Deku accepts the position of like class president instead of being like stuttering like a bitch he was. So yeah, and Momo's still like the second rep of class 1A. So yeah, but anyway, the change is that Deku, which is just be a nice guy. He's like Deku tries his best to be a nice guy. And this is when he asks Uraraka, which he says yes, as the two begin to go on dates and just have fun together. As now we go to the USJ. As Deku's hero costume is this. This is Zero costume too. So yeah, so everyone compliment Deku. No, not the USJ. I'm sorry. First, it went on the First they did the Hero vs. Villains for the All Might. Sorry, it was Ida and Bakugo versus Uraraka and Deku. Deku says alright. As he enters he says alright. He enters his happiness form as he says alright. This should keep me pretty happy. He says alright. He then uses fire to as a jet engine to leave him, make him fly. If he would get there, as he would find the bomb, and he's like, "Oh, Rock, I found it." Just alright. That's the two. It's right. It's a two. Within Bakugo would go for Deku. Deku would put up an earth barrier to protect him and Uraraka. He would then grab Bakugo with a sand arm as he would slam him on the wall. He then grab him with the sand arm and slam him back and forth. As this means what the Deku, you can you're not good at physical combat. He's like, don't underestimate me, Kachan. He's like, I'm gonna underestimate you, man. He's like, this is when he then jumps in front of him, now in back in his base form, and slams this man on the ground. Is it back broke when that happened? Bro, I didn't mean that, man. You have to do it that hard. It's like, well, you should learn. You should watch your words, man. You do forget who you're talking to. Don't forget who you're talking to, man. He's like, alright, sorry about that, bro. He's like, it's good, but he knocks him out, saying, alright. Now that he's taken care of, now what do I do? It's like, so yeah. This is when he's like, anyway. So this is when he's like, anyway. This is when Deku would say, now what do I have next to do? He says right, as he then says Ida, as he then turns back into happiness, saying he shouldn't be that hard. As he then grabs he puts Uraraka on his back as he made a sand nimbus cloud. That's a two further. And she's like, Deku, how do you have all these quirks? It must be like, as he must be an agent for All For One. He's like, this is when when this one Bakugo nah, he ain't. He's like, Bakugo. He's like, anyway, yeah, I'm good. Good. He didn't do that hard. He didn't try that hard on me. Anyway, plus I have things to do. So anyway, this is when Ida tries to do his bullshit, but he just grabs Ida with a sand arm. As he crushes Ida until Ida passes out. And this is when him and Uraraka both touch the bomb. As Momo doesn't say nothing, knowing that he did everything that he was supposed to do. He protected Uraraka, and he took out both of the enemies. Even though he could have done it with less intensity, but still. As now we turn to previous day, as everyone would compliment him on his school outfit, he would thank them. As he would then they'd be sitting on the bus with everyone asks too much power. He says, well, I'm Corcus. This was nah, fam. Gershon was like, bro, you put off all that junk, so no, you ain't, fam. He's like, I'm actually him. He's like, bro, you joking? How can you even have that? How can you not? He says, you know what? All right, I'll explain it to you. He explains how it works. It's like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. Anyway, so Deku would be like, this one Deku's like, all right, he then smells something on Uraraka's like, Uraraka, you have a weird scent. You continue smelling her as he goes into his he's like, but it's a weird smell too. And it's, what is that white stuff on you? She's like, I don't know, Deku, but you don't like my perfume? Well, that stinks. I don't like it at all. It stinks. She's like, what do you mean by that, Deku Senpai? She's like, whatever. As she would fall asleep in his, on his chest. She's like, says, I still smell a weird, I still smell like a weird scent, but whatever. But he's like, anyway, I'll deal with it, whatever she has. I'll deal with that later. Ethan says, no, Buzz got things to do. So, anyway, so they would get there is 13 would explain, like, how, like, the USJ work as Rakuta's fangirl over her. This is when, like, bro, you even got fake villains? It's Deku's known as Space Form. Again, he's like, fake villains. This is when he then looks up saying, seriously, man? Seriously, Deku, like this is when he then goes into this assassin form saying, and in a deeper tone, he's like, this should be fun. As he then turned into his happiness form, as he took out a card and put it on his finger, he says, nah, he has 4 cards, so yeah, he puts it on his finger. He's like, barrier. He puts a barrier on everyone. He's like, this should be fun. As he easily goes through all the lower rank villains, one thick enough of death blow. They're just like taking out their hearts as easy as Killa would. He's like, it's like, you're interesting, man, but that's not gonna be enough to kill me. And they're like, he's like, you guys are weak, you're weak. He's like, but you would never be able to touch me. They're like, yeah, we can handle some stupid kid. This when he's like, this is when he kills all of them with a glare. He's like, what you say again? This one Shigarai's like, no fair, no fair, no fair, no fair. He'd be like acting like a little girl. He's like, hey Jeff, I'm filming a video. This is like part 2 to what if Deku has split emotions. Hey guys, our commandment of Bish Truth is here. So yeah, so let me fill you in as where we're at. So we're at the USJ and Deku just glared at all the villains in his assassin form. Well, no, not in his like anger form, which is like an assassin form. He glared at all of them and they all were dead. Like all the lower ranked villains. And Shigaraki was in it was like
basically the 100, all the majority of villains are dead.
Yep, and I'm gonna say like he did pull off some Killa moves too, like just taking out the dude's hearts like a couple times too, because he was bored. So yeah. So this is when Shigaraki was like, no fair, no fair, no fair, no fair, throwing a temper tantrum of a little girl. And this is when like this is when Deku
Deku's like, you're annoying.
You're annoying. As he looks at him, he says, this is when like I must say this is when Kurogiri like put up like darkness in front of him or like something in front of him. But no, he just puts up a portal as his glare destroys something else. So yeah. So this is when he sees that he's like, Kurogiri, send out the Nomu.
There's Kurogiri doing that. There's Kurogiri in the process.
Yeah. And he's like, Kurogiri, send out the Nomu.